Welcome to another part of our course, and for this part, we're going to continue working on the back end. All right, I hope you're enjoying the course so far, and let's get right into it. So we've done a couple of things here on this particular page. All right, what we need to do next is we're going to have to, fix some things that is not working here. We're gonna work on this, and I think what is gonna happen here is when the user clicks on, let's say these, right? When the user clicks on these, it's gonna take the user to this is favorite. Okay, so if it's favorite, I think it's gonna take the user to, let's say here, right? And then when they click on these, it shows them these. All right. And I think even this is a popular package, favorite. Okay, yeah, then booking and all of that. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna just start working on the trip location preview. All right, and then trip location full preview, and then we will stop at that one. Then we will continue. Okay, so let's see. Now this is reviews and ratings. Okay, so let's see. All right, now let's go ahead and set this up already. Now I'm going to go ahead. I had already run the debug mode just so that we can be testing it in real time. Okay, so this is our application. What we need to do next is when the user clicks on this particular card, right? When the user clicks on this favorite place, we want it to take the user to trip location preview. Okay, and then when they click on these, take them to trip location full preview. All right, now how do we get to achieve that? Now this is how it's done. We will go ahead and come here to the widget tree. All right, this is the widget tree that I have selected. And now when the user clicks on this, right, we want to take the user to another page. Now that means we have to add an action. So we're adding an action over here. We say click to add an action. What kind of action are we adding? It's a navigational action. So we're going to say navigate to, we want it to take the user to trip location preview. Now, since we want to pass some information from the queried document, all right, because these things are showing data from the database because it has been queried. Okay, so we want to pass whatever information that we have clicked here to this particular page where we have directed it to. So that means we need to define the parameters that we are sending across to that page. And so we have to click on define. It brings us to the page that we are navigating to, just to be sure. Okay, now when that happens, it's going to ask us to set the parameters. So I'll click here and say that was favorite, so we can say favorite. Okay, favorite. Okay, before I do this, guys, let me just cancel it. Before I do this, let me go ahead and duplicate that favorite page, that trip location preview. So I'm gonna call this because we're gonna use it again somewhere else. For example, when we want to use popular package. Okay, so I think let's say if we push this there, can we also push these to that point? No, we can't, because we have going to be using a unique parameter. So no, let's go ahead and just copy these, duplicate this page. Okay, so we will call this page trip location preview. Let me be more descriptive about it. Let's say trip location, let's just call it trip location. Okay, so let's call it trip location, and then here this one will call it trip location. I'm gonna duplicate these and I'll call it trip location full. Let's leave it like that. Okay, so trip location full, trip location itself. All right, So now for this one, we're gonna just use it the way we had done it already. So we'll come back here to the home, and when the user clicks in this, let's go back to the first thing that they clicked, which is this one, this container. When they click on this, it's supposed to take them to trip location preview. Now we want to define the parameters. So I clicked on define, and I'm gonna say add parameter. Then I'll say favorite ref. Now what am I doing? I'm calling this parameter the favorite reference because we're going to be taking into consideration the reference the reference ID of the document that is being clicked on by the user. We want to be able to pass all the information that is in that particular document straight to this page. So we're going to now say type. We're going to say it's a document reference, it's required, and it's coming from the favorite collection. And so we click on confirm. Now, after we've done that, that's like connecting pipes from one place to the other, and you want to pass a fluid through it. Now, after you've done that, you need to go ahead and click pass. That's turn on the tap for the water to flow through it. Now we have the parameters here. So I'm going to click on this, and now it's going to ask me to select the reference of the document. So I click on confirm. Now I have successfully turned on the tap. And if the user clicks on this, it takes them to that page, and there will be some information on that page. But we need to go catch those information. So that's why we will have to go to that page called trip location preview. And then let's click on the widget tree here. And then we will click on trip location preview. Okay. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to query this particular screen so we can catch the thing that has been sent. So I'm going to click on add query. We're going to say query document from reference because we're querying a document's reference that has been sent to this page, not directly querying the collection itself. So we now go ahead and say it's still asking us what collection from this document from reference are you looking at. So we're looking at favorite, and then it's going to ask us go get the reference now. So I click it. We now see the available page parameters. So I click on favorite ref and confirm and confirm. Now we have it in this page. Now what we need to do, let me click to add an action to this one. This is going to take us back and navigate back. Okay, good. Now this is favorite place and it's a Kuta beach. So now we will click on this now to catch all the things that have been sent to this page. If I click this now, I'll see favorite document and I can select the name. And of course, remember to do this so that if it's longer than this place, it will flow downwards. Then for the location, I will click to say favorite document location. Then do this as well. And also add some padding at the end, so 20. Just so that in case it reaches here, it has to fall. Okay, you don't have to add it because we already have something here. So perfect. All right, now we have to go ahead and click on this and say combine text because it says 100 plus people have explored. Now we want to combine the text. All right, so we're gonna say this is going to be, we click on this and say favorite number, and then we have num explorers, that's number of explorers. We're gonna add the plus sign, okay, and we give it some space, plus people have explored. And then we click on confirm. Now it's going to bring out the number of explorers from database, and it's a write the remaining thing here. This one, we will fix it towards the end. Okay, so let's do the next thing. Then we have this one, which is the description. And here we will just go ahead and put the description here. Now and then the rating, we will click these and say favorite document rating. Okay, and confirm. Now, then this one here is going to be, we're going to click on that, click on favorite document, and we're going to go to price, which say number format, and then we say custom specify format, and then we say display as currency, and so it shows it like this. And when the user clicks on booking, okay, it's going to bring up the, let's just add it at once now. It's going to bring up the, okay, let's do this one first. So when the user clicks on this, it's going to take the user to, let's add an action. It's going to take the user to trip location. Okay, trip location full preview. All right, trip location full preview. Now, it's not just going to take the user to full location preview. It has to also take the parameters in this page to that next page. So we have to define again. And so here we write the parameters. What will we say? We'll say favorite ref, and it's going to be a document reference. It's going to be from favorite, and we're going to say confirm. We're going to now pass it again just like we did before, and then we'll pick here and come to favorite document, and we will say reference and confirm. Now we've sent it. We need to still go catch it over there. But before we continue, before we go there, let's click on booking. When the user clicks on booking, what we want to happen is we want the pop-up to come up, like a bottom sheet to come up. And so we will click here to add an action, and we will call it bottom sheet. We'll just call bottom sheet, and it say show. Then we will select the component that we need. It says here choose dates. All right, so we will say choose dates, and we will not just say choose dates alone. We will still send the parameter. Okay, we'll still send a parameter, and we will still call it favorite ref. Okay, and we're gonna say document reference. It's going to be favorite, and we're gonna say confirm, and we can click on pass, and here we will now go ahead and come here to favorite document, and we say document reference. Now it's gonna pop up, right? And that way we will be able to see something. Okay, so now what we need to do is a little bit simple. What we're gonna do is this. Let me think a little bit. Okay, so we have done that, and this is already there. We don't have to do anything about it. Now we need to go ahead and okay, so booking, click on this, it expands. All right, that's fine. Now, so we were working on favorite. We were just gonna purely work on favorite place in this video. Everything that has to do with favorite place in this video. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and let me see. What do we do next? Okay, so now we've done that. The next thing we need to do quickly is hold on, full preview. Okay, so we have done this. Let's go back to home. No, we don't have to go back to home. So we click on booking. When we click on booking, it takes us here. So we go to choose dates. Okay, so choose dates. We have to catch the information here. So when they're choosing dates, so that means we have to come here to let's come over here to booking. Okay, to the Firebase here. So we need to create a collection called booking. Let me see. Will we need all the different details, the image and everything? Yes, we will need that. So that means we just need to go ahead and say, let's just copy these. Let's go ahead and duplicate these collection and call it booking. Okay, so booking. Yeah, so this is just gonna be our booking, and let's call it bookings. So bookings. Okay, so bookings, and here we will say the user. So this is gonna be the person that ordered that booked the trip location. So we will say users. We're saying we're choosing user. We're just writing user here as a field name, and we're taking the document reference and we're referencing users, and we click on that. All right. So the next thing we need to do here is now let's come over here. We need a situation when a user clicks on start date. We want it to bring up something. So let's call it let's come over here to where we have widget and UI interaction. So we need a date/time picker. So it's going to pop up a date/time picker. It can allow it to go to, it can go to the past, actually. Only future dates, yes. So we can't have like a trip location in the past. All right, so future dates, and that's it. Okay, so selected date and background color. let's just go ahead and change this color. Let me go to the component section and get the yellow color. So since it's like the brand color, I'm just gonna use the brand colored one. So I'm copying that and then I'm gonna just paste this here. All right, so the next thing we need to do is click on this one, the end date. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and let me see, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come down here, we click to add an action, we go to widget/UI interaction, date and time picker. All right, and then we paste this as well. Let me just paste what I had copied before. Okay, so you click this, something pops up and you pick a date. Now that date is supposed to show here what you've picked. Okay, so we're going to write here, we're going to click here and go to widget state, and we're going to say date picked one. Okay, that's what is going to show here, and we want to fix pick a time format is going to be maybe this one. Okay, and default variable value, let's just say, let's say day. No, this is gonna be month, day, year, something like that. So this is gonna be like the default value, so month, day, year. Okay, so let's just copy what I just wrote here and do the same thing here. I'll click on this and click on this and say widget state date picked 2, then I paste this and I confirm. Okay, why does it show here like this and doesn't show? Oh, I didn't pick the change date format, so I'm gonna come here and say date format and confirm. Okay, yeah, now that works. So we send the parameter down here to this page, we can actually catch it. So what we need to do now is click on continue. When we click on continue, let's see what happens in the flow. So let's say you click on booking, it brings you here, and we click on confirm, continue, it brings you to detailed booking. Okay, so detailed booking, detailed booking. All right, so detailed booking, and then this. Okay, so let's do it like that. Okay, so now this is going to be a bit difficult for us because I wouldn't want a session whereby I think I did I have not done the backend properly somehow, because I want us to use the same collection. So this is actually a trip location, but it's a favorite place. All right, now this is a trip location, but it's a popular package. Okay, all right, and so I think that's what we need to change. Okay, so yes, we need to change that. I've been using favorite everywhere, but I think we need to just change the backend a little bit here. Otherwise, we're going to make a mess of the whole thing. So let's try to, fix what we did. So I wouldn't need this trip location. I will just delete this page. Yes, I wouldn't need a trip location full. Where is it? Yeah, so let's just delete this page. Now, so what we're gonna just do is let's refactor it back in a bit. Now, there will not be favorite collection. Okay, I wish we could actually rename this, since this is what we have been using. I wouldn't want you to be confused at all. So, but now I'm going to have to just, I think I'm gonna just delete this. Okay, let's say category, and everything is here too. So favorite, favorite. So favorite. Okay, so this is, let's just do it one step at a time. I'm gonna delete this. Before I delete it, let's just come over here and change things fast. So home, and this is going to be not favorite, it's going to be destinations, and here we already filtered. Okay, so let's just remove these first. We will get there. So I remove that. So destinations, and so the next thing here is we need to pick this. Is going to be destination ref. Let's delete it. Okay, so let's delete it and then pass. Okay, so we actually need to go to that trip location preview. Let's go to trip location preview. Sorry, we have to just fix this, and then come to page parameters, click and open. Let's call it trip location ref. All right, or we can just say destination ref. Okay, that's easier. Destination ref. I'm just gonna copy it. Destination ref. It's not gonna be favorite, it's just gonna be destinations, and confirm. And now we can come back to here, I think. Okay, here, and we can now put these around. We click on destination, we say reference, and we confirm. That's fixed. All right, now the next one is document reference is set incorrectly for trip location preview. Okay, so now this is the next thing that I need to do. Trip location query. Okay, so I'm gonna edit this and click on this, come over here and click to edit this, and then we're picking this. No, not favorite. So let's change this. Sorry, let's change this to destinations, and yeah, destination ref. Okay, so that way we have, you know, done that. We still have an error. So favorite primary pass by icon to trip location full preview. To choose date is not. Okay, so let's click on this and come over here. Okay, it's still the same thing. So let's go over to what was this? This was choose dates. Let's go to choose dates and change this parameter. We are calling it destination ref. It's referencing destinations collection. Okay, and here we will say why is it saying favorite ref? Okay, let's see. This is fixed now. It's fixed now for this one, but this one, favorite ref pass by icon trip to location is not properly set. Okay, so here trip location full preview. So let's come here to this screen and change this as well, and pasting these changes to destination and confirm. All right, and then all right, so now we have fixed that correctly. We are good. We've fixed that correctly. Now let's go back to, let's fix some things on the database. Now in the favorite here, we will just delete it. Okay, so we deleted that one. Now on destinations, we will create a field called favorite. Favorites, I don't know, favorites, let's just call it favorite, and it's going to be a list. All right, it's going to be a list of document references, so of users. Like it's going to be a list of, it's a document reference of users, and it's a list. Now we're going to use that by, we will be saying, okay, now let me show you what we're doing here. So first we've done popular Boolean. Okay, so the next one, let's go back here to home. You see, now this was supposed to be the favorite place of this unique user. Okay, so but now we have changed the database from how we did it before to this one. Now it's totally okay, because now you get to see that you could have done it the other way around, but you will have to duplicate a lot of screens and keep duplicating like that, and I don't want to do that. I just want a situation whereby we use one collection with various fields, and then we just make the work neater and cleaner. Okay, so now we have this container that when the user clicks on it, all right, why is it selecting everything? Okay, list view container. Okay, when the user clicks on this container, it takes them to trip location preview. But this entire list view is supposed to just show the favorite places of the user. Now let's go ahead and say, now that means we have to, do some filtering here. So how will we filter now to know that, okay, if I favorite a particular place, I have to only see the places that I favorite, not the place that someone else favorite. Because if we leave it like this, we will see what everyone favorites. We will get to see that at some point. Now let's go ahead and add a filter. The filter is going to say pop favorite, array contains, that's since it's a list, all right? So array contains the authenticated user reference. That's how we will filter these, okay? That's like how we're doing it now. And so we click these and it takes them there and all of that. So perfect. Now this one, okay, is a list of destinations, and the popular is true. Perfect too. Now we're done with that, so we can even go ahead and work on the popular part now. So let's say when the user clicks on this container, okay, it's gonna take the user to where? It's gonna take the user to trip location. So it's gonna navigate the user to trip location preview, okay, and then we're gonna pass what was already there, which is a destination ref, and we're gonna click here and say destinations document, we want to pass the reference, okay, confirm. Now that's easy peasy. Otherwise we would have been going through a whole lot of work, but now we've saved ourselves that trouble. Now we've done that, and everything will work on going forward like that. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is, let's see, I think that's about it for this particular part. All right, we have done this, and I think that's it for now. So you click this, it goes there. Okay, so what we haven't done yet is when the user clicks on, let's see, when the user clicks on choose dates and says continue, it takes the user to, okay, we have not done that. It takes the user to, it's supposed to take the user to this page, detailed booking. So do we have that? Yeah, we created that. I think we just called it booking. Yeah, we just called it booking. So when the user clicks on this continue, it's gonna take the user to booking. So we will just say booking, and there you go, booking. And so here we can now go ahead and define what is being brought here. Now we can when this information is being filled, okay, we can go ahead and save it locally. All right, so let's let me see what we're gonna do here. Do we pass the ref here? Well, let's just pass it. Why not? So we are saying destination, I think still copied it, destination ref, document reference, destinations, and confirm, and we would just go ahead and pass it. Let's come back here to choose dates, click on this and pass it, and we're passing the destination ref and confirm. Beautiful. Now we need to do two things. So first of all, it navigates there, and of course it closes. Let's also add okay, I think when we should run into some errors, then we debug them, so at least you could learn it. I know we're gonna have an issue here when we are clicking the back button, somehow. So let's leave it at this point. Now we have that, and so it takes us to booking. All right, so on the booking part, now let's see what we can do. Now these are local page state variables. Now local state, if you hover here, it says create local state variables that exist only in this page and can be updated or used similar to app state. Now I'm thinking about what we could do. Now when the user fills this information, we don't want to, well, I think we could just do that. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's come here to bookings and say, let's say success, success is going to be a boolean, so we're going to say here. So when the users finally reach the point where they click to pay, then this place has to be updated as success. So if it is not successful, then that means the booking was not completed. So we will go ahead and do it like that. Now when the user types in here, so let's say this is just gonna be name. All right, we're renaming the text field. This is gonna be phone number, phone. This is gonna be members. This is gonna be ID type. This is gonna be ID num. Okay, ID num. Now this one. Let's click here to create a back action. So we will say navigate back. All right, so now let's catch the things that we have sent to this page. Don't forget we haven't done that. So I'll click on the scaffold and I'll click on add query. Click on add query and say document from reference. We're referencing destinations and we're picking the destination ref, and we are confirming. Okay, so we just have to do that. Okay, so now we will click on payments. Now this is the payment. This is gonna help us put the price here. So the reason why we did the catching thing is so that we can catch the price here. So we will click here and go to destinations document and pick the price and say number format and say custom specify format and say display as currency and confirm. Perfect. Now let's click on this. Now when the user clicks on this payment method, we want it to create a document in our bookings collection. All right, so we will click here and say, although that's a lot of information, let's see if we need all of those things. So booking. Let's see, it says here actually we don't need all of that information. We don't need to store everything. We just need to store a couple of things. Okay. Yeah, we just need to store a couple of things. So this is a list of trips. This is gonna be like trips. When you've booked, it's gonna show here. This is your wish list. And so let's just do that at once. Now, if you see here, what I'm gonna do is, I think after this part, we will just pause here and create another part. So it won't be too bulky to publish it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add an action. The action is going to be to do a backend and database action, which is Firestore to create a document. So we're creating a document now, and we're creating a document in bookings, and we're gonna add the fields. So now this is the name of the person, contact phone number. Okay, so now we need to add a lot of other things to these. So we need to say this is the name. This was the name of the location. So yeah, this is name of user. Let's just call it username. This is gonna be username, is gonna be a string. Okay, and phone number, user phone. Okay, user phone, it's gonna be a string as well. Selected members, it's gonna be an integer. Well, I think we can just say string because I think we did it as a drop down string. Yeah, selected member string, and ID type, we're gonna say it's a string as well. ID num, we're gonna say it's a string as well. I think we have one more thing that we needed to take. So let's see here, member ID type, ID number. Okay, that's perfect. So we can now come over here and say name, but not the name of the trip location, but the name, the user name, and it's not gonna be a specific value. All right, this is where you do CRUD, right? CRUD is like it's an acronym for create, read, update, and delete. And this one we're doing now is called create. Okay, so we are not going to be storing a specific value, but we'll be storing from variable. And we will click on this unset and come over here to the authenticated user, and we will say display name. Okay, and we will just close this one. Where is it? Close this one, and we'll add another field. The next field is going to be, oh, I think we've mixed it up a bit there. We're supposed to pick the name from here, not authenticated user. So we will click here and come here to the widget state and pick name. So this is going to be the name of the person. Okay, now we will go ahead and pick the next item. The next item is going to be user phone number, and we will say from variable, and we will say widget state, and then we say phone number. Perfect. The next thing we need to do is add another field. It's gonna be member numbers. All right, so selected members, we're gonna say from variable, we're gonna say widget state, and we say members. Okay, and the next thing we need to do is add the next one, which is going to be ID type. So we'll just go down here and see ID type is going to be from variable. We're going to say widget state, and we pick ID type. Then the next one is going to be we're going to have ID num, and we're going to have from variable, we go to widget state, and we have here ID num. Okay, that's perfect. So when the user clicks on this, it's gonna take all of this information and push the user to payment method. So let's go ahead and add another action here and say add action, navigate to what? Payment method. I think that's a booking payment method, and that's what we need to do. And I think at this point we just need to still pass the destination ref. Did I copy it? Yes, destination ref. Document reference is going to be destinations, and we confirm. All right, and we're gonna pass it. We're gonna click here and pass the destination document. We're gonna send a ref down there. Perfect. So now we have done this, and that's like us working on a lot of things at the same time. So we should take a break at this point and continue in the next part. See you soon, guys.